We had another fantastic day, but now it's time to say good night, good night, good night, good night.
Hello, Sproutlets. Welcome to the You and Me tree.
Hi. Nina, what is that?
That? Oh, that's just Teddy's shadow.
Oh.
A shadow is a dark shape that happens when something, like your teddy, is in front of light. Oh, I have an idea. Let's go on a Good Night Shadows adventure tonight. Will you come with us? Great. Then it's that time of day.
When we say...
Hey! Hooray! We had another fantastic day, and now it's time to say good.
Shadow box?
No! Good.
Flashlight?
No! Good night!
Let's start our Shadows adventure.
Nina, aren't shadows scary?
Oh, no, Star. Shadows aren't scary once you know what's making them. In fact, they can be fun.
Fun?
We're going to have lots more fun with shadows tonight. And right now, I want to tell you how to say shadows in Spanish. Are you ready? Shadows in Spanish is sombras.
Sombras.
Good job, Star. Did you know that there's a special day where we watch to see if a little animal sees his shadow?
There is?
Yes, it's called Groundhog Day. Every year in February, a cute little groundhog peeks out of his underground home and looks for his shadow.
What happens if he doesn't see it?
That's a good question, Star. They say if he does not see his shadow, spring will come early that year.
It sounds like he's playing a game of peekaboo with his shadow.
Hey, what do you say we play a game of our own with shadows now?
I say yes.
Great. I'm going to show you some animal shadows and tell you how to say the animal's name in Spanish. Then you have to try and figure out what animal it is.
That sounds fun. Sproutlets, will you help me? We're ready, Nina.
Here's the first one. I'm an animal with long tusks and my weight can make a dent. In Spanish, I'm an elefante, and in English...
An elephant!
Good job, Star. Did you guess that too, Sproutlets? Okay, next one. I can be found in the desert, and I'm a type of animal called a mammal. In Spanish, I'm a camello, and in English,
What rhymes with mammal and is found in the desert, Sproutlets? Camel? Is it camel?
Excellent, everyone. Shadows are made when something is blocking the light. Now I want to show you the word light in sign language. Remember, sign language is a real language where you use your hands to communicate something. I'll show you how to sign the word first, and then you can try it afterwards. First, you bring your hand up and your middle finger and your thumb together, just like this. Then you bring your finger to your chin and gently flick your chin. That's light. Would you like to try it now? Great, let's do it together. Light. Nice work, everyone. Thanks for trying that with me.
She twinkles, she sparkles, she flickers in flight.
She leads us with her blinking light. So let's all join our voices and say,
Little Lucy, light the way! I wonder where Lucy is tonight.
Oh, I think I see her now.
Hi, Lucy. What do you see, Sproutlets? Oh, yeah. I see some drawings, too. Maybe Lucy's at an art museum.
Good guess, Star. Let's see what our next clue is.
What are those things hanging upside down, Sproutlets? Yeah, I think they're bats, too.
I think you're right.
In that case, I don't think Lucy's at a museum, Nina.
I don't either, Star. Lucy, can you give us another clue? Whoa! Do you know what that is?
It's
Star? We might want to whisper so we don't wake him up.
Good thinking, Nina.
So, Lucy's somewhere with drawings, bats, and a bear. Where do you think she is?
She's in a cave.
That is one dark, shadowy cave. Thanks, Lucy.
Thanks, Luce. Look, the you and me tree is full of shadows.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Star. You still afraid of shadows?
Nope. Shadows are just shapes where things are blocking the light. I think they're kind of fun.
Did you know that shade is a type of shadow?
Really?
When you sit in the shade under a leafy tree to get out of the sun, you're sitting in the tree's shadow.
Oh, yeah. And it makes the shape of a tree on the ground.
Exactly. That gives me an idea. Let's see what shapes the stars are making tonight.
We can use our sproutoscope.
Come on, Sproutoscope. It's time to reach for the stars.
Shine on, stars.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, friend of mine, I just love to see you shine.
Aw, thanks.
Let's look through the Sproutoscope together and see what shapes we can find. I'll adjust the Sproutoscope to make the stars a little clearer.
Nina, look. Lucy's here to help us.
Hi, Lucy. And there's our first shape. What do you think it could be?
That looks like an umbrella.
Oh, it could be a beach umbrella. Those come in handy when you want some shade or a shadow at the beach.
Let's find another shape. What do you think that shape is, Sproutlets? I think it looks like a hat, too.
That looks like my sun hat. I wear that when I don't want the sun in my eyes.
How'd your sun hat get all the way up there?
Thanks for your help, Luce. Sproutlets, did you find both shapes in the dazzling stars tonight?
What sproutastic star-shaped binders you are.
Oh, you're pretty sproutastic too, Star.
Aw, thanks, Nina. Twinkle, twinkle, I am star, and I know just who you are. You're the friends who come to play at the end of every day. Twinkle, twinkle, I am star, and I'm glad you're who you are.
I just love it when you share that song with us. Did you hear that? I think someone wants to join our Good Night Adventure.
Chica!
Hi, Sproutlets. We hope you're having fun with Nina and Star. Chica's getting ready for bed, too. What do you do to get ready for bed? Right, you put your PJs on. Did you brush your teeth? And did you wash your face? Chica thought of something else to do to get ready for bed. That's right. Every night we read a story before bed. This one's called Little Miss Muffet. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider that sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Yeah, I like that story too, Chica. Yes, Chica. That's a good question. Well, curds and whey are sort of like cottage cheese. I don't think so, Chica. Well, you've already brushed your teeth, and it's time to get ready for bed. So how about we have it for lunch tomorrow? Good night, Chica. And a very good night to you too, Sproutlets. Have fun playing with Nina and Star, and we hope to see you tomorrow live on the Sunny Side Up Show. Bye, Sproutlets.
Star and I love talking with our friends. And right now, Star is out in the Goodnight Garden talking with some Sproutlets like you. Let's listen.
What is a shadow? A shadow is where you see the sun, and then you see yourself in the sidewalk, and then you see yourself all black. That means a shadow. Lots of things make shadows. Really? Everything makes shadows. Do you make shadows? Yep. What makes a shadow? Sometimes when it's sunny. When it's sunny, and then because the sun is on you, it makes a shadow. I don't see my shadow anywhere. A shadow happens when something is blocking the light. Whoa. I didn't know that. Jacob, do you have a shadow? Yeah. You do? I just like to follow it because it always follows me. What does your shadow look like? Curly hair. Just like you. Yeah. And what does your shadow look like, Lily? A lily shadow. It's a lily shadow. And I have a star shadow. It's right behind me. It follows me everywhere I go. You're sitting on it. I'm sitting on my shadow. Do you have a name for your shadow? No, I just call them shadows. You just call them shadow? Yeah. I'll say, hey, shadow. Hey, shadow, what's up? Yeah.
Tonight, we're on a shadows adventure. And shadows in Spanish is sombras. Can you say that with me? Sombras. Muy bien. A shadow is a dark shape that happens when something is in front of light. Even your body can make a shadow. And you can change your shadow by moving closer or further from the light. Look at how I can stretch my shadow. I can make it look really small or really tall. Hi, Shadow.
Can you come outside?
I'll be right down. The light made my shadow stretch out, and now my Sproutlet friends are ready to stretch out their bodies and relax their minds. Would you like to come to a Sprout Stretch with us? Great, let's go. I'm a little sprout now, but just watch me grow. Up, up, up I go. I stand on my tiptoes and reach high in the air. And now I have a sprout stretch that I'd like to share. Hi, Sproutlets. Are you ready to try a sprout stretch?
Yeah!
Great. Let's all do a sprout stretch called sunrise to sunset. We all know that you need light to make a shadow, so let's pretend that we're the sun rising and setting after a long day. First, the sun needs to rise, so let's stand nice and tall. Take a deep breath in through our nose and let it out through your mouth. Now let's lift our arms up over our heads like the rays of the sun. Spread your fingers nice and wide and try and keep your arms nice and straight, and imagine the sunbeams are sparkling out of your fingertips. And now I think it's time for the sun to set. And let's set our sun rays down to the ground and try and touch the ground. If you need to, you can bend your knees. Great job, everyone. Let's stand up nice and straight with our arms down by our side. And let's take a deep breath in through our nose and let it out through our mouth. Doesn't a good stretch make your mind and body feel relaxed? Tonight we've been talking about shadows. A shadow is a dark shape that is made when something blocks light, like our sand table.
Our sand table makes shadows?
It sure does. We use our sand table to make pictures by blocking the light with sand.
Oh!
Watch this. You see, the sand blocks the light so we can make pictures.
And tell stories, too.
Exactly, Star. And I know a story that would be perfect for tonight.
It's time to sprout a A sandy story.
Once a sprout at a time, there was a little puppy.
Let's name this puppy Pedro.
Perfect. Pedro the puppy spent his days playing outside under the sunny sky with his shadow. They chased their tails together, they played peekaboo together, and they even played fetch.
That is one fun shadow.
Pedro's shadow was always by his side until one day, Pedro went outside and discovered that his shadow wasn't there.
Oh no! What did Pedro do?
Pedro looked all over the ground where he usually saw his shadow, but he couldn't find it anywhere.
Oh, poor Pedro, he lost his shadow.
Pedro sat sadly in his yard. But suddenly he looked up and saw the sun peeking out from behind a cloud.
And look! There's Pedro's shadow. It came back.
That's right. You see, in order for there to be shadows, you also have to have light. When the sun came out, so did Pedro's shadow.
It looks like Pedro's shadow was happy to see Pedro too.
And they played happily ever after. We're having a great good night playing in the You and Me tree. And now it's time to start to wind down and clean up before bed.
What should we start with, Nina?
Well, it's time to feed our little friend Hush his dinner. Will you pass me Hush's fish food?
Here you go.
Thanks, Star. And do you remember how much we feed him?
Just a pinch.
That's right. Just a pinch.
Aw. Enjoy your meal, little guy.
And now that Hush has had his dinner, it's time to clean up the You and Me tree.
When we put everything away, we know where to find it the next day.
That's great, Star. You know, rhyming and singing can make cleaning up more fun. Get your toys up off the floor. Doodly, doodly, doo.
Put 'em in a box or put 'em in a drawer. Doodly, doodly, doo.
Put your things where they belong. Sing our nightly cleanup song.
Bit by bit and one by one.
Until you're done. If you make a mess, clean it up and then tomorrow we can do this all again. Do you remember how to say shadows in Spanish? Sombras.
I used to think shadows were a little scary, but turns out they're okay.
You know, there are a lot of things that might scare us at first, but when we know a little more about them, we usually find that they can be interesting or fun.
Like how when I was a little star, I didn't want to go to sleep because I was afraid of shadows. Now I'm not scared anymore.
Oh, you know, speaking of sleep, I think it's almost bedtime, Star.
Really? Already? But there are so many more things to do. Oh, I know. Let's tell another shadow story. Maybe we could make up a shadow poem. Oh, how about we play a shadow game? Or maybe
You know, Star, I don't think so. Besides, I think some sproutlets at home are ready to brush their teeth and wash their faces with you.
They are? Well, if you sproutlets are ready, then I'm ready too. Brush a brush a brush a brush a brush. Brush, 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 brush. Every tooth, no need to rush. Brush them every night until they're bright. And then you spit. And that's it. Now it's time to wash our face. Rub, scrub at the sink or in a tub. Soap and water's all it takes, you'll see. And soon you'll be so clean that you will sparkle like me. And that's clean.
You look nice and cozy, Star.
But I'm not ready to go to sleep yet.
Oh, but it's time for you to go to sleep and dream of all the wonderful adventures we'll have tomorrow.
Can my shadow come with us on our adventures?
Of course. But for now, close your eyes and get some rest.
Good night, Nina.
Good night, Star. And now it's time to say goodnight to another sprout friend. Can you guess who? That's right. It's time to say goodnight to Hush the fish and to make our special nighttime wish. Have you been thinking of a special wish you'd like to make? Well, let's do it. Hush, hush, little fish, we are here to make a wish. We close our eyes and then we start to make a wish with all our heart. Now I'm going to show you how to sign that poem using sign language. Remember, sign language is a real language where you use your hands to communicate. Ready? Great. Hush, hush, little fish, we are here to make a wish. We close our eyes and then we start to make a wish with all our heart. All right, Sproutlets, have you thought of your nighttime wish yet? Now that the day is done and night has begun, it's time for us to close our eyes and make that wish. My wish is that you have the sweetest dreams tonight and that we'll laugh and play again tomorrow. Good night, Hush. Good night, Sproutlets. See you tomorrow.
Hey, okay, we had another fantastic day, but now it's time to say good night. 'Cause we've got places to go, bubbles to blow, stories to share, and dreams to grow. So good night.